All right, hello and welcome. This is your first lesson on representing, naming, and evaluating functions. Before you start, you should have your worksheet, your student worksheet that has this guided notes on it, where we will fill in through these videos. So, we'll start out here with the opening exercise. And we are going to match each picture to the correct word by drawing an arrow from the word to the picture. So, here we have what looks like the picture of a bear, okay? And we're asked to draw an arrow from the word to the picture. So let's see here. Aha, we have polar bear, and so we will draw an arrow to the polar bear there. Let's see here. We can go in order then. So now we have, let's do elephant. So we'll draw an arrow to the elephant. And then we have camel, and we'll draw an arrow over here to the camel. And finally we have the zebra, and we'll draw an arrow to the zebra right there. Now, you might be wondering, why did we do this matching activity? So in mathematics, when we take a list of items, sometimes referred to as a set, and we match the members, the elements in this set. So that's an element, that's an element, that's an element, that's an element there. When we match those elements to elements of another set, so here's another, this is another set over here, the set of all these pictures, okay, that is called a relation. Okay, a relation is what it says it is. It relates members of one set to another set, like we just did there. Okay? Now, we are going to talk about functions today. And a function is a correspondence or a relation that between two sets, and in this case they use the generic label x and y, in which each element of x is matched to one and only one element of y. So a function is a special type of relation where every element in your first set is matched to one and only one element of the second set. Okay? The first set, that x set, is called the domain of the function. So we could call the names of the animals set x. We can also refer to that as the domain, since we matched those to the pictures. Okay? And you'll see here that each name, each member, each element of the set goes to one element in the picture set over here. So this is a function. We have notation here, so the notation f colon x arrow y, like that, is used to name the function and describes both x and y. If x, lowercase x now, you'll notice here, that refers to an element or a member of the set. If lowercase x is an element in the domain x of a function, f x arrow y like that, then x is matched to an element of y called f of x. Okay? We say f of x is the value in y that denotes the output or image of f corresponding to the input of x. Okay, so sometimes we refer to functions as having an input and then producing an output. So the domain is sometimes also referred to as the input, what we plug into the function. And then this second set here, which we have referred to as set y now, it's the output too. So you might call it the output as well. All right. Now, this set y is also known as the range or image. Okay, it's the subset of y denoted by f of x defined by the following property. Y is an element of f of x if and only if there is an x such that f of x equals y. So in other words, right, all of these outputs that come from the inputs over here, all of these outputs, okay, are part of the range. The most important thing to remember from this definition, though, okay, is that the domain are your x's or your inputs, right, like we see right here. The range is your y's or your outputs, and then what makes something a function is that each element of the x, or in other words the domain, is matched to one and only one element of y. That's how we can tell if a relation is a function or not. In the next video, I'll go over example 1.